Hello everyone, welcome to the IAS Mentor Ancient History series. We are in Vedic period. We have already completed 5 themes in Vedic period. Now we are moving towards the next theme, that is religious beliefs of Vedic people. Let us analyze. We have to compare. Same in UPSC, questions are coming like how religious beliefs were there in Rig Veda and how they changed in later Vedic period. That's why it is always useful to have one table. This table will help you to compare properly how the Rig Vedic period and later Vedic. Let us see. Now, when it comes to early Vedic period, what is the location? Indus. Always you have to see their socio-economic political setup. Then only it becomes easy for us to understand their religious beliefs also. In later Vedic period, this is Gangetic Valley. What is the nature of the people in early Vedic period? They are pastoral people, semi-nomadic people. Sometimes they settle. If there is no pasture land, they will move from one place to the other place. When they were looking across the nature, they used to cross from one mountain to the other mountain, one grassland to the other grassland. They are coming from Central Asian steppes, huge grasslands, and when they come to Himalayas, and Himalayas contain very tall mountains, then so many plants, so many rivers, then so many animals, all these are going to play dominant role in their religious beliefs. Given the context, in early Vedic period, a certain type of religious beliefs are going to emerge. And same is the case with the later Vedic period also. In later Vedic period, the main settlements are in Gangetic Valley. There important rivers like Ganga, Yamuna and so many tributaries of Ganga, Yamuna are there. According to this geographic location, the stories are going to emerge, the religious beliefs are going to emerge. That is why always keep in mind that when you are talking about religious beliefs, you have to see their geographic location as well. If you take Islam, Islam associated with the desert areas, now their important events are also going to be associated with the desert areas. That is how when it comes to later Vedic people, that is going to associate with so many forests, rivers, mountains and so on. That's why in early Vedic period, the nature of the people here, the mode of religion or the nature of religion. Nature of religion is, this is important for the prelims point of view also, nature worship. Nature worship. And they used to personify, personification of the nature. Nature worship means personification of nature. Suppose when there is a hill and if there is a rain and they consider who is the reason behind that rain, means verily Vedic people used to think that there is a god called Indra. He is responsible for the rainfall. If there is a thunder in the sky, Indra is responsible for it. If there is water, they consider Varuna is responsible for this water. That is how whatever natural phenomena is there, they used to see there is a god, there is a person behind that natural phenomena. Later when Newton laws, Galileo, Copernicus, when new scientists emerged in European history in 1400s, 1500s, 1600s, that understanding about the natural phenomena changed. But initially, the natural phenomena was understood as the reason behind these natural phenomena was understood as the person behind these natural phenomena. You go to Greek religion also of this time, they also believe in the same way. So across the religions, this was the nature. Nature worship, personification of nature. And to satisfy the gods, they used to perform yajnas. So nature of worship is this. So nature of religion, nature worship, personification of nature, to satisfy the nature or god, yajnas. When it comes to this side, nature, and naturally whatever that is there in early Vedic time period continues there also. nature worship, personification of nature, that will continue. Yajnas also continue. In addition to that, even bigger level of gods like the universe creation. Now the thoughts of people, thoughts of the sages of this time period, the thoughts of the people who are worshipping the gods and goddesses, they will go beyond these natural phenomena and they will see that all these natural phenomena are coming from one root place. In this place, they see like different natural phenomena like rain, like water, like fire. But when it comes to this, the idea will become more deeper and the people started thinking there is a root from where all these natural phenomena are emerging. So they will go to the root that from where this universe emerged. And this universe is run by certain gods. So to that deeper level, they will go. Now, in addition to that, they are going to increase more number of sacrifices as well. So here sacrifices will be there, but majority, the major dominant feature of this religion is nature worship and yajnas, whereas this side nature worship continue, but sacrifices are going to be the dominant feature of this period. So yajnas, nature worship, and here sacrifices. So in one sentence, if we want to highlight what is the nature of later Vedic period means, it rooted or centered around many sacrifices. These sacrifices were done to satisfy various gods and goddesses. In this phase, a nature worship and yajnas. Next one. Who are the gods? When it comes to this side, what are the names of various gods? This side. And same goes to this side also. Are there goddesses? Yes, gods and goddesses are there this side also and that side also. Now, when it comes to this side, Indra, most powerful one. Most powerful. What is the source of early Vedic time period? That is Rig Veda. Rig Veda contained 1028 hymns in Rig Veda. Out of that, 250 hymns were dedicated to Indra god. So Indra is seen as a warlord, rain, thunder. These are all associated with Indra. He is considered as the breaker of forts. In wars and battles, he used to give the victories to the Aryans. That shows how important Indra during this time period. But when it comes to the later Vedic time period, the role of Indra comes down. New gods are going to play important role. Next one, Agni. So first priority to Indra, second priority to Agni. He was occupying an important place. 200 hymns in Rig Veda were dedicated. Third one, Varuna. He is considered as water god. And in this phase also, some kind of rudimentary idea about cosmic order. Cosmic order, they called Rita. In Rig Veda, the cosmic order is called Rita. So Varuna is considered as the person or the god behind water also. Water is the source of life. And also the god behind cosmic order, maintaining Rita, cosmic order in this universe. In this way, they analyzed. And when it comes to god like Surya, it was there. And also associated with goddesses like Usha, Aditi, related to dawn and dusk. These are the natural phenomena associated with goddesses as well. When it comes to this side, Indra, Agni, Varuna continues to be there, but more powerful gods like Prajapati. Prajapati, who is considered as creator of this universe, then Vishnu considered as the person who is running this universe. Next one, Rudra is considered as destroyer of this universe. So in this way, what is happening? Trimurti concept is emerging. Three gods who are responsible for entire maintenance of this universe. So one is creator, one is ruler, and one is destroyer. That's why over a period of time, gradually, whoever considered as the ruler of this universe, associated with even the kings, emperors, kings and emperors. So this is how the natural phenomena which started here, which started with natural phenomena, now it is applied to the socio-political, economic, administrative aspects also. Now religion and the materialistic life is also going to combine. For example, if you take a Varna system, how Varna system is visualized? In this case, Varna system is not there. That Varna, the term is there, Varna related to color. But the society segregating based on 4 Varnas is not there here. But by the time it comes here, the Varna is not seen as something a social evolution, but rather creation of the god. The ruler god is the one who created this 4-fold Varna. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Social classification also emerged from God. Now you see how religion is going to entrench into social life. And even the kind of political administration also, the rulers are not seen as someone who got elected. In case of early Vedic time period, the Rajan was elected by the assembly. When it comes to this, the ruler is not seen as someone who is elected by the common people. Rather, they are seen as the people appointed by the god. So king is the manifestation of the ruling god, that is Vishnu. That's why from this time period onwards, throughout our history, kings are going to be, majority of the kings are going to associate with Vishnu, and some kings are there who are going to associate with Rudra also. So in this way, religion is becoming very, very important element in maintaining the social order also, political order also. That is where beyond natural worship, more complex religious ideas are going to emerge in later Vedic time period. Again, Indra, Agni, Varuna will continue. In addition to that, more powerful people, gods are going to emerge. Next one. When it comes to goddesses, Usha, Aditi, natural phenomena like dawn and dusk, like Usha, Aditi, sun related goddesses, and Gayatri, sun related goddess who is the source of energy, was visualized as a goddess. Now, even Gayatri mantra also dedicated for her. Sage Vishwamitra created Gayatri mantra. One of the reasons for creating Gayatri mantra is to expand Aryan fold. To expand Aryan fold. That means now the so-called Aryans, Aryans means the generic term, the language term is noble people or educated people who knew Rig Veda at this point of time. But when they settled in Indus zone, already Indus zone before Rig Vedic period, what type of people were there? Indus Valley Civilization flourished there only. In that zone, Neolithic people, Chalcolithic people, Indus Valley Civilization, everything were there. Those people will continue to live there. Now the people who knew Vedas are called, knew Rig Veda are called Rig Vedic people and non-Rig Vedic people. Vishwamitra created this Gayatri mantra to expand the ideas of Rig Veda to non-Rig Vedic world also. That means what is happening here? Integration of non-Rigvedic people to Rigvedic tradition is happening. So this is how integration is taking place. That's why it is not as if, even though the texts referred as if nothing changed, everything is very rigid, created by God, it appears like that. But when it comes to the social reality, there were always attempts to integrate people from one ideas, people to the people who are following different ideas. When it comes to this side, goddesses. Now, Prajapati, Vishnu, Rudra, now associated with their families. So, in this way, families to each and every god now emerged. So many goddesses emerged during this time period. They will continue. They will continue to exist. At the same time, this concept also going to gradually like wealth associated with the goddess Lakshmi, like education associated with the goddess, then energy, Shakti, goddess. That concept also emerging. Now these like Vishnu associated with wealth, Brahma associated with education, now Rudra associated with energy. In this way, Trimurti and their consorts also emerged, Lakshmi, Saraswati and Durga. They are in the formative stage, and by Mauryan, post-Mauryan time period, Gupta time period, these goddesses are going to become very, very powerful. In that way, gods and goddesses also, but the majority, the nature of the religion in early Vedic time period is nature worship and yajnas. And here, what is happening now? To satisfy all these, sacrifices are going to come. Always keep remembering that in this phase, sacrifices. Now, when it comes to the purpose, why people are worshipping? When it comes to why people worship, what is the reason? What is the nature of society? Early Vedic time period, Rigvedic time period, pastoralism, nomadic people, cattle, horses. So, animals are important and also people are important. Jana, Praja and Pashu. Praja and Pashu are two important constituents of the society. They are worshipping. Sometimes all the entire tribe used to worship for the gods. In this way, Praja and Pashu. And when it comes to here, why? Now the society became more complex. Not only Jana and Pashu, Janapada. Now people are going to ask the gods to protect the entire territory along with Jana, Pashu, and along with nomadic life. What is the life came now? Agriculture. Those who are involving in agriculture, they expect a good crop from the god. And those who are in artisan activities, they expect that their handicrafts will have good market. Those who are involving in trading activities, they also worship the gods so that they will earn more money through strong, vibrant trading activities. In this way, now the society necessity is increasing. According to that, the concept of God also going to become more and more complex, deeper, and each and every section sacrifices. Here, when it comes to here, who is praying the God? On behalf of sometimes individuals, sometimes entire community, or on behalf of the community, priests. And what about here? When it comes to here, who is praying the gods? Individually also they pray, community also, but communities have become very big. That's why it is very difficult to bring all the people into one place and worship. That's why sometimes the festivals used to take place, but again the complex society very spread in a larger area. Kingdoms also emerge. That's why bringing all the people in one place not possible. On behalf of all these people, priestly class called Brahmanas emerged. Brahmanas were one of the 16 priestly class. There were priests in early Vedic time, but generic term. Anyone who ever worship becomes a priest. But now, gradually 16 different type of priests emerged. One such type of priest was Brahmanas. So when it comes to Brahmanas, they were worshipping the gods, and also they were doing sacrifices also whenever it is required. If agriculture people require, they will do. Artisan require, they will do. Trading required, they will do. Most importantly, when rulers required, they were doing. And more complex rituals from the ruler side also emerged: Ashwamedha, Vajpaya, and Rajasuya. During different rituals, the role of Brahmanas became more and more deeper. So that's why next part is ruling class. Ruling class now: Ashwamedha, sacrifice; Rajasuya; Vajpaya. These are different type of rituals from the ruling class. Like that, agriculture people, trading people, artisan people, different. Now what is happening here? Innovations in worshipping gods emerged. And whenever festivals used to happen, a separate drink, intoxicating drink, they used to celebrate. So this celebration in the form of a drink called Soma drink. Soma is considered as god of a specific plant, and the Soma drink was used during a festival time period or community gathering to merge with the nature. So that's some kind of like intoxication, so that they will experience the nature, experience the god. Sometimes to write poems or hymns also they used to consume, and they used to give the hymns also. That is to show that the unity of human being by intoxicating, by taking this drink with gods, and that will continue here also. That celebration with the gods with the Soma drink, like that. This how. What are the various elements of gods and goddesses? Religion, nature worship. Natural phenomena were seen as the result of gods, goddesses used to perform yajnas. And here also that tradition will continue. In addition to that, sacrifices increased. The reason being that different type of interpretation emerged over the gods. Here important gods like Indra, Agni, Varuna. Here Trimurti, creator, ruler, destroyer, Prajapati, Vishnu, Rudra. Later came to be known as Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Now goddesses also: dawn and dusk, Gayatri. Gayatri mantra was used to expand the Aryan fold. Now what is it showing that now Aryans are integrating with non-Aryans. Non-Aryans also can become Aryans by reciting this Gayatri mantra. So that's why it is not a very rigid one. Now when it comes to this, here also the goddesses became like wealth related, education related, energy related, became goddesses. Over a period of time, they are going to become Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Durga. In that manner, they visualized. And why they means here Praja and Pashu. Here now new economic activities, new political activities emerged to satisfy their needs. A separate section called Brahmanas emerged. They were doing worshipping on their behalf for their different. So now it is like a different, you consider it like a client, and for these clients, Brahmanas are giving the services of the god. In that way, celebration Soma drink, and here also Soma drink they used to celebrate. So this is how. When it comes to sacrifices, here this is not much. Here more and more sacrifices happen, and naturally you are going to expect some kind of protest or some kind of questioning also. There people are going to question what is the necessity of this much violence in satisfying the gods and goddesses. That is where a new kind of ideas emerge. It is very important to understand because it is going to change the life of Indian history thereafter. A tradition emerged. Some enlightened people questioned the nature of sacrifices. So they started questioning what is the necessity of this violent sacrifice, sacrificing the animals for the sake of the god, for sake of materialistic world. And they started questioning, are we praising the gods for only materialistic purpose, or is there any reason beyond this materialistic life? Some enlightened people questioned. Whatever they questioned, whatever ideas they put forward at that point of time came to be known as Upanishads. So Upanishadic thought means this only. So this Upanishadic thought, they will not consider about the sacrifices. They will say that the worshipping God should be beyond this materialistic life, something like Atman, Brahman. That means universal soul, individual soul and universal soul. That thinking that God everywhere, these many gods are not there, these many sacrifices are not required. There is only one God, that unity. Everyone are going to merge with one single soul, that is called Brahman, that is called universal soul. From there, entire universe emerged. So they are trying to say that there is only single point of origin, not these many people, not these many gods, not these many sacrifices are required. There is only single reality, that is Brahman. From there, this entire universe is emerging. That's why, in order to reach that, you don't require sacrifices, this much violence, this much, you need not to spend money also to maintain these sacrifices. Without that also, if you understand it, if you know this knowledge, if you follow the Gyan mark, that automatically make you liberate from the life and birth cycle of this infinite life and birth cycle. So that is how a new kind of thought called Upanishadic thought emerged. They are not followers of violent sacrifices, rather they asked the people to go for Gyan mark, just understand the reality, understand the Brahman, that is enough to reach the God. These sacrifices are not required to reach the God, to satisfy the gods. And in coming futures, people are going to naturally attract towards the Upanishadic thought. And this Upanishadic thought is going to lay foundation for future religions like Buddhism, Jainism, Ashoka Dhamma. Then, if you go to the medieval times also, many Bhakti saints, Sufi saints are also going to get inspiration from this kind of thought. So that is how Upanishadic thought is going to play dominant role in the coming future. It is going to be called something called Vedantic thought, Vedanta. They are going to talk. One famous personality related to this is Adi Shankaracharya, who tells Advaita. Advaita means there is no dual thing. There is only one ultimate reality, that is Brahman. Everyone, one day or the other day, everyone will reach that one single authority. In that way, it is trying to give an idea that monotheism or single reality. So that is how Upanishadic thought has the roots of monotheism. That means these many gods are not there. There is only one God, or one ultimate soul, or one ultimate reality, that is Brahman. Now you see this started from basic understanding about the nature. Later, how deep thoughts emerged by later Vedic time period. What is the location of these kind of thoughts? Gangetic Valley. This side, Indus Valley. So always continuously try to see the geographical location also. And this is the same place. Ramayana, Mahabharata stories are also associated with this. Ramayana story is the story of incarnation of God, and Krishna, incarnation of the God. So now you see how complex religious ideas are going to emerge. So on one side, people are going to follow different gods, sacrifices to happen. Some are going to question, they are going to give philosophical ideas, philosophical thought behind this religious idea. In the coming future, this Upanishadic thought is going to dominate Indian society. That is where, right from later Vedic to till Swami Vivekananda during British time period, this Upanishadic thought is going to dominate. So this is how, when it comes to religion of both early Vedic and how it transformed in the later Vedic time period. I will show you one question. Let us see this question. The religion of early Vedic Aryans means Rig Vedic Aryans, was primarily characterized by, identify this, primarily characterized by no idol worship in case of early Vedic time period. In later Vedic time period, idol worship is about to start. Idol worship is about to start, not in Rig Veda. In later Vedic time period, it will start. So, worshipping of nature and yajnas, this is the answer. Now you see, answer A, this is the one. Worshipping of idols, later Vedic. Worshipping of fire only, no. Later Vedic, it is not the only fire, Agni, Indra also, and also Varuna and other goddesses also. Worshipping of animals, not the only way. They were mainly characterized by worshipping of nature and yajnas. So, the religion of early Vedic Aryans was primarily characterized by, it is one of the previous year prelims questions. All right, this is how you have to analyze religion of early Vedic to later Vedic period. So, with this, we have completed the sixth theme also, religious beliefs. In coming video, we will see the next theme, that is art and culture. Thank you very much.